So, back for week 6 of the High Roller Draft League, and I am currently undefeated. I think I have top cut based on the standings at the moment. I think 5-3s will all top cut, but obviously want to keep winning, keep getting that money. This week I'm up against TrigGerd. So, let's see what we got. Have we got rain? Have we got sun? Have we got both? Have we got neither? There's no Butterfree. There is Sork. Wow, there is Sork. And it is rain, so I want to be going Trick Room route. Okay. Interesting to see Sork. Alright. Yeah, Thunderous is terrible here. It looks like it would be good, but it's actually terrible. So, I do want to be going Trick Room. If I take care of Venusaur, Azumarill is looking very sweet. Like, I want the top 4. But Weavile is the best way of guaranteeing Trick Room. So there is the Regirock there, obviously, but that's fine. I'm gonna go Weavile. Oh, do I want to go Weavile? I don't want to go Weavile. I'm going to see if I can get away with this in the first game. And see if I need Weavile to get in Trick Room. There is Sork. Was not expecting that, but there is Sork. So, right, do I want to click Trick Room just yet? I don't think so. I think I can just get away with Flash Cannoning. But which one do I Flash Cannon? It's like, well, I can Thunderbolt Sork, but Flash Cannon into Regirock. If they close combat me, I'm sturdy. I'm going to attack the Sork. I'm not going to click Trick Room just yet. That was not the lead I expected in the slightest. But they are probably going to be bulldozing. Yeah, there's the Dynamax, and I thought about this far too late, because Bulldoze will break the sturdy of the Magnezone, and I should have clicked Trick Room, but there we go. Yeah, it's just Bulldoze, so I lose something. I lose one of them. This is going to be a Quake. If it's Magnezone, then it's a bit annoying that I didn't Trick Room. Because I thought about the Bulldoze after I clicked in my moves. Whereas, because I thought about the Bulldoze now, if they attack the Magnezone. Which they didn't. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. We'll see if they're... No, we won't see. We might see if they're sturdy, because of the special defense boost, but it's a shame I didn't Flash Cannon the Regirock. And it's not sturdy. Okay, we'll never know if I would have KO'd otherwise, but, you know, not sure I wanted that, because that could have been Choice Scarf, and given them a bait switch. But at least they can't Dynamax. So I'm going to go into Azumarill here. If it's Venusaur, I'm definitely ally switching. It was not the start I expected. There is Venusaur, so this is going to be ally switch and Max Hailstorm into the Venusaur. if they sleep powder the Magnezone, that is the absolute worst case, but, like, surely not. Because you can just Quake the Magnezone and sleep powder the Azumarill, slash, like, Grass Move it. So, I would be amazed if there is a sleep powder into the current Magnezone slot, but there we go. We'll also see how fast the Regirock is. It may have some speed if they're bulldozing. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's fine. Like, that's fine. They're reducing the damage output of the water moves, but I'm not going for a water move, so this is absolutely fine. Perfectly content with this. And that was not Sash, right? It wouldn't have mattered if it was Sash, because Hair would have broken it, but that was not Sash, okay. Yeah, things are looking pretty good right now. Because if it's Pelipper, like, yeah, Hurricane Confusion, maybe? Skull Burn? But if it is Pelipper, then my Regidrago is looking very good. If it's Kingdra, then I just one-shot it with the Starfall. That would reduce the damage output of my Regidrago, though. So would it be worth going for that? And if it's, what, Beartic? Beartic I can go for Liquidation. Or Geyser, you know, same thing. It is Pelipper, okay. And what is the best way of doing it? See how fast the Pelipper is later as well. Because if they're max speed, then they will outspeed my Regidrago. So I've gone a bit bulkier. Just Rockfall, that's fine. I say that's fine. That was less fine than I wanted it to be. Now, how fast is the Pelipper? Is it going to be max speed? Because that is quite significant right now. Something I probably should have taken into consideration with the EVs, but I only went for Persian at -1. Starts with the Regidrago at least. They've only quaked once, haven't they? Yes. So, right. Geyser into the Regirock for sure, and Dragon Energy. What they got? They got Flare, they got Stomping Tantrum, they've got Rock Slide. Who knows? Probably Protect, but who knows? Oh, that's smart. Did not factor that in. That was a good move. And now Rock Slides is going to KO the Azumarill. That's not good. Oh. I'll take it. I'll take it. That is definitely not ideal. Yeah, did not think about that. Alright. Is it worth stalling at a rain turn? Is there's like 3 left, isn't there? Yeah. And there's no reason to show Protect, is there? Draco Meteor can Oko the Regirock. We'll see. You still White Guard, so if Draco Meteor can do it, then that'd be nice. I don't think it will with the +1 switch points, though. Not quite. And they got Ice Punch. Okay, yeah, the game's over. Okay, so at least I know they do not have Protect. So this looks like, if they're going with the same Mons... Like, I'm so good at losing game 1. If they go with the same Mons, then Dynamax Regidrago is the way to go. Because that lead was very much losing to Weavile Regidrago. Because No, Sork has Inner Focus, doesn't it? Sork has Inner Focus. Let me just double check that. I'm confident of that fact. Yes, Sork has Inner Focus. That's why I can't go with... so I have to go Thunderous to Thunder Wave it. Which still doesn't particularly work. Interesting. Yeah, the Y-Guard was really smart. That got me. If I'd have factored that in, I could have double Draco'd, and then I'd have probably been okay. But then again, they missed the Rock Slide, which would have countered that. Yeah, that's why they're not sturdy, because they're Inner Focus. Like, they're definitely Inner Focus for the Weavile. Right. Yeah, Thunderous and Regidrago would stop that. I still want Azumarill because it is very good here. And I'm pretty sure I still want the Magnezone. So I just wouldn't be going Trick Room at all. I was not expecting to bring Thunderous to this game. If they switch up to Pelipper Kingdra, that's not ideal. I would have to hard switch into Azumarill on the Whirlwind. Okay, right. So I can go for Thunder Wave and Dragon Energy, so that's alright. There's no way it's Lumberry Sword. It's definitely Scarf. Wish I had Scary Face. That would have been much more safe than this is. Okay, they are still just Dynamaxing, that's fair enough. But I'm still going to do like half to the Regirock, right? I'll lose my Regidrago to the Hailstorm. Will I? Because they won't. Assumedly, they will not have the weakness policy. Okay, good. Right, fine. Unless they can live the Dragon Energy with the Sork, but Sork is not very bulky. Yeah, did not expect it to. That's about half damage. That's not a weakness policy. So that's a much better start. And that's a very good start. Like, I don't care about Thunderous at all. That was just to stop the weakness policy. So that's fine. Right. Now, Venusaur comes in, and I do need to contend with Sleep Powder. But they didn't Sleep Powder last time, which would imply that they don't have it, because surely you go for it against the Azumarill, Sludge Bomb would not be worth a little bit of chip. Right? So I should be able to Dynamax the Regidrago and KO the Venusaur. Right? And even if not, I can go for Ice Punch into its Beartic. That changes it. Then do I even Dynamax the Regidrago? If they switch into Pelipper hard with the Regirock, then they lose their Dynamax, and they also give me a Rain Boost, which would OHKO this Beartic. And I outspeed both Pokemon, so I can still go for Dragon Energy. So I'm following this line of logic. Yeah, there you go. That's fine. That's fine. I'll lose my Regidrago to the Ice move, but then they lose their Beartic, and I still have Dynamax, they don't. And this was predictable, but I'm still covering it very, very fine. Oh, I might even survive if I get 2. Oh no, 2 still KOs. But like, it's fine. This will KO the Beartic. Oh, I might survive. No, I didn't. Fair enough. Yeah, that KOs. So, what do they have? They have Rock Slide, Fire Punch, Stomping Tantrum, and Rock Slide, Fire Ice Punch, and Stomping Tantrum. So only Hurricane Confusion can stop the Azumarill now. They might be in Aqua Jet range, but I do not want to risk it. So I think I'm fine to protect and Geyser the Regirock. Like, I'm only seeing Hurricane Confusion as their way out of this. And to be fair, I was sturdy, I probably should have just attacked. But I haven't revealed I'm sturdy yet. Because the Bulldoze broke the sturdy. They might even cover for the ally switch as well, so who knows. And we'll also see who's faster between Azumarill and Regirock this turn, unless they go for Tailwind. They better not go for Tailwind, I want to learn who's faster. Okay, yeah, not even Hurricane into the... They are faster, fair enough. Okay. Right, what do they do to adapt to that? Dodge Thunderwave, that's how they do it. But they can't do the same thing. Like, that loses to what I just did, so they can't do the same thing. So what would they switch it up to? I'm just going to let it time out because I'm thinking about what their adaptation is going to be. Or what I can do to adapt their adaptation. The game 1 was really close, and the wide guard was clutch. Hope they don't forfeit so I get to see if it's Sash Pelican or not. Because Thunderous is terrible here, but it was there just for the Thunder Wave, and that was all it needs to do. Oh, they do give me it. Okay, nice. Oh, they Sash. Oh no! Oh no! Terrible luck. They are Sash, okay. They probably shouldn't have given me that information. So, alright. They respected the Regidrago there with the Bear Tick. So, like, if I can get into Trick Room, I'm fine. But I can't against the Sork Regirock. Because Azumarill will sweep in Trick Room if I get into Trick Room. Their adaptation be? Like, I want Azumarill, I want Regidrago, even though the Beartic is now coming. I can lead with Azumarill and Chandelure, because then if they stop Trick Room, I've got a Geyser into them. That goes wrong if they lead with Venusaur. Does it even? Because, like, my assumption is they don't have Sleep Powder, because they surely would have gone for it against the Azumarill. Like, Sludge Bomb would have been pathetic. And if they do have Sleep Powder, then they've got me. They're thinking hard about it as well. Could go Regidrago and Chandelure, because then if they do the same thing and stop Trick Room, Regidrago's only taken a Bulldoze. And I still get the Dragon Energy. That might work. I think that works. And it's not going to work against their adaptation, but there we go. There is Venusaur, okay. Fair enough. So I'm going to go for the Dragon Energy, because if they Wide Guard, they can't stop Trick Room. Like I said, if I'm in Trick Room, Azumarill will sweep. So I'm fine with this. And my assumption was that they were not Sleep Powder, because they did not go for it against Azumarill. And if they are, I'll just dodge. I told you. Oh, there we go. That's game over immediately. Like, I did say I would just dodge. Like, I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Like, this is immediate game over. And that's what happens sometimes with Sleep Powder. My assumption was completely incorrect, but my assumption was also completely correct that I would dodge. So, they went for it into Regidrago, though, so I would have got the Trick Room. I think I was still being, like, oh, I would have been okay. Like, I am amazing because it dodged. I think I would have been okay if it still hit, because, like I just needed Trick Room. That's all I needed. So, what is the safest path to victory here? I don't want to Dragon Energy into the White Guard. Can very easily just Dynamax the Regidrago here, I think. And Shadow Ball to get around the White Guard. And given the fact that they outsped my Azumarill, and Azumarill... Yes, they outspeed my Regidrago if they are in Tailwinds. Because they outsped Azumarill, they do outspeed Regidrago, which means I underspeed them. So, I am absolutely fine. This would have been an Azumarill Dynamax just a couple of turns later, if the Sleep Powder had hit. But because it did not, I can just do this immediately. And this should two-shot the Regirock, given the fact that it only just didn't two-shot as a spread move. Because it's stronger. Because it's the same power, but single power, so... And then, is there a White Guard? There's not. Like, fair enough, I could have just gone for Dragon Energy. It's a good play for them not going for it, but... Oh, wow, that was more than a two-shot. That is impressive. And I underspeed the Pelipper, guaranteed. So, there is no Scald. There might be a Rockfall to KO the Chandelure, but that's fine. Yeah, just Hailstorm. It breaks the Sash of the Chandelure. I knew the Sash on the Chandelure was pointless. I knew I should have been safety goggles. I mean, I would have guaranteed the Trick Room against the Venusaur, but then the Pelipper could have just one-shot me, so that's fine. That was a calc I could have probably done, the Hailstorm into the Regidrago, because that just about two-shot. And what's the last one? Because if it is Beartic, if they didn't Tailwind, they would have actually been in a reasonable position. I think Azumarill still wins, but regardless of what it is, I outspeed and just Wyrmwind and win. So, because I know the Regirock doesn't have Protect either, so it's like a guaranteed Wyrmwind into that slot. Yeah, Kingdra loses immediately. Beartic loses immediately. Sork will still lose immediately. But I will take the absolute guarantee into the Regirock, because I know that I can, and I will Shadow Ball into the Sork. Like, this game was over on turn 1, so I'm just going through the motions at this point. Sork will get to attack at least, because Shadow Ball won't KO. But even if it was able to somehow 1v4, then it's -1. So it's not going to be doing too much. That was a decent chunk. Oh, nice. Nice. Got the special defense drop. It's in range now. Oh, it's -2 to special defense now. It's super in range. Just one more. I am doing really well at losing game 1 and then winning the next 2. I think round 1 I won 2-0, didn't I? And then the rest I won 2-1, losing the first game, which is quite amusing. But yeah, like, Sleep Powder Dodge just ends the game immediately. I think it would have still been definitely a game because I got Trick Room for sure. But yeah, like, that's how Sleep Powder works sometimes, unfortunately.